Hello and welcome to Kitze episode 26. I recorded this intro 26 times until now. It's almost 10 p.m. I've been talking the entire day recording my course. I'm tired of talking, so I'm not re-recording this no matter what I fucking say. Kitze is a podcast with a bad name that needs a better name, and I'm talking about my personal self-development journey and trying to make it in life. In this podcast, we're going to discuss habits, routines, pomodoros, work-life balance, working out, healthy food, life hacks, being a dad, self-help books, running startups, creating apps, etc. If that sounds like it's your cup of tea, walk with me, put on your headphones, put on your shoes, go for a walk, and you'll thank me later. I just want this day to end, honestly. But before we talk about this day today, I'm going to take you back to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what happened over the weekend. I miss recording this on the weekends. I miss just ranting. It feels weird when I take 2 days of a break. Don't forget to send me video or comment questions. If your comment question is good enough, I'm going to include it as a topic of the video. A lot of people like me talking about Poland. And, immediately I start thinking maybe I shouldn't talk about my daily life. Maybe I should pick topics and then I'm like, no, you're going to talk about whatever the fuck I want. You're not going to cater to the algorithm. You're not going to care about optimizing the topics you're going to talk about or not using swear words. I see so many YouTubers being exhausted and it's scary, dude. I don't like it. Like people who I've seen making 100,000 views, now they make like 1,000, 2,000. Like there's this famous musician that I know. Like there are way more examples that, like they deserve to have more views. They have like millions of subscribers. What happens? It's because of the freaking algorithm. So I don't want to cater to the algorithm. I don't want to obsess with that. We're still, like the topic of these vlogs is still going to be about my day and whatever happened in my day. And if it's interesting, it's interesting. That's it. All right, so let's look at bench review. Sleep time and sleep score. I don't learn my lesson to basically over the weekend to sleep just like the rest of the other days. Because when Friday rolls around, I'm like, okay, today I can stay until 2 a.m. So, I want to make it up for the entire week. And then naturally, my daughter starts her podcast around 7 a.m. And I start around 7 a.m., 8 a.m., except I have 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So I feel shitty. And then I repeat it on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I feel exhausted. And then on Monday, I correct my sleep. I should just learn to go to sleep at the same time, whether it's the weekend or the weekday, and just to have a very similar schedule. But I'll never learn that. So sleep has been horrible. Hydration, let me actually share my screen. Hydration has been fine, as always. Hydration widget, this puppy staying close to me. This is literally a lifesaver. I'm pointing to the purple water bottle for the people who are listening to a podcast. Fasting, yeah, my fasting has been great. I even started doing like 20-hour fasts because I don't like, when I get obsessed with work, dude, I forget about food. I forget about everything. Like some of the fasts are longer, like 20 hours, 45 minutes here, 20 hours here. So I'm doing long fasts. Weight, I didn't measure my weight today because I forgot. I was really looking forward to seeing my weight today. And I'm not measuring weight on the weekend, so you'll have to wait until tomorrow to see the update. On the weight, workout, and walking, I've been walking every day. I think was it Friday? I killed like a late night workout. I don't know what got into me. No, that was on Saturday. Guilty because of the food that we ate on Saturday. So I was walking like 1 hour and 15 minutes on the treadmill, listening to Connor Price. Like I was so in the zone, so in the mood. Knock, knock, knock on the door. I take out my headphone and my wife's like, they want to do something. And I'm like, I just want to walk for 3 hours straight after eating whatever I'm going to tell you that we ate on Saturday. So yeah, a lot of walking. I did over 10,000 steps easily every day. Some days like 14, 15,000 steps. So that's great. Pomodoro, Simon Donut. Today I worked literally the entire day. So since like 8:45 a.m., I've been working until like 3:30 p.m. But I wasn't disciplined with the Pomodoros and I missed a lot of Pomodoros. I missed tracking them. Eventually, soon, I'm going back to Benji. There's going to be a big-ass banner that like pulses. Like Benji is usually on my right screen on the bottom. It's like has a permanent place there. But I need it to like glow red whenever I don't have a Pomodoro. I just looked at myself at the preview and I forgot to mention I'm wearing my I haven't showered today hat. So today was exhausting. I'm going to get to it why. I was supposed to shower right now before the podcast. I see it's like 10 p.m. and I'm like, fuck it. I'll just work out tomorrow morning anyway and I'll shower anyway. So that's I need, holy shit, I need to make a line of merch. I didn't have time to shower and it's going to be a hat and then I wouldn't have to explain it. Also, can we talk about my beard cut? Because like, let's just switch away from Benji. I'm sorry for the podcast listeners. You got to tune into YouTube just to see that. Because I got a haircut on Friday, I think. And also asked the guy, can you also like cut my beard, like trim my beard? And he was like, we'll see if we have time. And then he was like, fine, we have time. And he's like, how do you want it? And I'm like, well, I have a line, but usually I make the line here. I'm pointing. Like usually I make the line like way lower, just trimming a little bit. First of all, if you do a line, what are you doing, right? Like, I'm the person who does the line. Like, every week I would just trim my beard everywhere. And I would just cut the line and cut just a little bit here. But what are you doing with your life, right? What? It doesn't fucking matter. You're a Kardashian. Congratulations. You do a line, immediately you appear on season, 23 of the Kardashians. Because you're a Kardashian if you do a line. So fucking weird. Still do the line. Anyway, talked way too much about the line. So I point to the guy, do it here, And I'm like, just a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'll be good to go. So he started doing things like, how about we do it short here, and then we leave it a little bit longer there. And I'm like, hey, but cool, but am I in a Spanish soap opera? Definitely. Let's do a goatee. I mean, I'll be fucking Carlos from Desperate Housewives. Speaking of Desperate Housewives, how the fuck I haven't mentioned that in the end of some podcast? Dude, the most underrated show. All the guys ever like, oh, dude, who would watch the full manly Super Bowl? Whatever guys say. Fuck that, dude. The title is deceiving. It's a murder, mystery, hilarious show, by the way. So it has a lot of comedy. It's one of the GOATs, really. One of the greatest shows ever. Just with a bad name that people think it's about, Desperate Housewives. Well, they are kind of desperate. And it's about housewives. But it's a great fucking show. Any fucking way, back to the tangent. I tell this guy, make the line here. And I just doze off. I was tired that day, I'm just sleep. And I'm like, he's just like halfway there. Like he's in a Bon Jovi song. And I'm like, motherfucker, I told you the line here. Now, he made the line here immediately. I have to get like a black puffy jacket and go to the street and sell like imported perfumes from Turkey. Because that's what you do, You have this line, hey guys, you do this line up here, immediately start selling perfumes on the street. Like interrupt people, stop them, make the gesture to take off their headphones. They're like, what? And you're like, I have this Giorgio Armani. It's very good, right? That's what you do. Or put a fucking chain, be in the club all day. God, I hate this. Cannot wait for this to grow. My neck looks weird. I fucking hate it. Anyway, I roasted myself so you don't have to do it in the comments. Fucking donuts. My favorite thing in the world is my wife leaves a little bit of decaf and it gets cold. And I always find him around the house and he has this much decaf. It doesn't matter. It's like 10 p.m. I don't care. Like I'll find, that's what we drink. Nescafe, decaf, and it will get cold. My favorite thing. I just pick it up and I drink it. I drink it right now. It's so fucking delicious. Coffee snobs with their machines. Anyway, back to the screen. What was I saying? We're going to talk about workouts in a second. Well, basically Friday, I did a workout, I think. I was supposed to do one today, but something hit me yesterday, and yesterday night, I murdered a workout for some reason. I don't know. I just got into it, because yesterday, I will explain, we're doing like technology fast, and I didn't know what to do with myself to a point I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll work out. So I did a very hard workout yesterday. I skipped my workout today, so I only walked today. Anyway, now let's get to the meals, because I feel guilty, and when I feel guilty, I want to show you the meals. We said I'm going to tell you everything, right? Everything that happened, and I said, no cheat meals, no this, no that, until I'm 85 kilos. I just couldn't fucking do it. So, 0% aligned with goals on Saturday. What did your boy have? So, for breakfast, we're making this oatmeal pancake. Like American pancakes, but they're like fucking disgusting because they're made with like flour and everything. My wife makes this like oats flour. So she just grinds a bunch of oats. And then she uses banana, and when we have protein, we put like a scoop of protein. This time we didn't. So banana oatmeal pancakes with maple syrup, blueberries, and just a little bit of butter on top. And I craved for cow milk, so I had that as breakfast. Kill me, sue me, whatever. Then for lunch, I was like, do you want to... I think we were supposed to go out, but the weather was so depressing. It was so sad. It was so horrible. It was so outside. It was really, really, really bad. So I just came back from the haircut. The haircut was on Saturday, actually. And I was like, do you want a pizza? We don't even say that sentence. We don't say, hey, do you want to order a pizza? Like, I would just stand like halfway through a doorway and I'll be like, do you want a pizza? And she's like, yeah, pizza. So everything we were saying about diets and whatever goes out the door. As soon as you hear za in a sentence, bye. That's it. We have this really nice place next to us. Thankfully, we didn't eat Pizza Hut because that's disaster. So it's like a thin Italian pizza. It doesn't have that many calories. It's still pizza, but it's kind of healthy. And after that, I was, in between, I was snacking that day. So I was eating mixed nuts and pistachios, which are super healthy, but not aligned with my goals. Peanut butter, banana. While we were waiting for the pizza, we had leftover macaroni. We put some extra tomato sauce and tuna in there. Sorry if I'm making you hungry right now, but that's what happened on the weekend. I decided, fuck it. On the weekend, I'll just eat whatever I want, but it's still not that bad. I wasn't eating like cheeseburgers with a bunch of shit. It was still more or less healthy-ish food, except the pizza, let's say. And then I decided to make my oatmeal, but for some reason, I put it in the blender. But I fucked up the ingredients. I don't know what I put more of. It tasted, well, I don't want to be disgusting. But it got all, like, imagine like a lot of cocoa powder with oatmeal and milk, and it's creamy. It tasted like, you finished that sentence. I'm not going to finish that sentence. I didn't even finish that meal. I just threw it. Like, I tried a couple of spoons, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? That's why I decided that night to go for a really long walk on the treadmill. All right, Sunday, that's yesterday. I kind of didn't stop with the cheat meals, but it wasn't that bad. Like, we ate our default healthy breakfast with eggs, veggies, a bunch of other shit. I just cheated that I wanted 2 pieces of dark bread with butter. It was some gluten, whatever. You think if the bread is dark in the supermarket, you're like, oh, we're getting the healthy bread. I don't know. It had a bunch of green signs like check marks, healthy, healthy, healthy. But still, I marked it as unhealthy. Then for lunch, I was like, you know what? I'm going to end my day here. And I think we had lunch around 3:30. We ordered from this Thai restaurant, like just a cream soup with chicken and spring rolls. And I felt hungry for the rest of the day, but I didn't eat because I wanted, to stay clean. And I realized that on Monday, the podcast is going to be very long because I'm always going to talk about 3 fucking days. But I'm going to try to speed it up eventually. I don't know. Maybe have some summary or whatever. Today, everything healthy, ate super healthy, all good. Now, let's look at the habits. I ignore my habits on the weekends. I'm not going to lie. I'm doing some of them just without thinking about them. But morning routine, as you can see, everything fucking red, everything horrible. Most of the habits. Night routine ignored. I'm still doing like no coffee, no alcohol, no sweets, no soda or juice. But I had pizza, which counts as bread. So I marked this no fast food and no bread. On Sunday, more or less similar story. Morning routine, absolutely nothing. Those exercises for the leg I was supposed to be doing absolutely nothing. But the anytime is great. Like no sweets, no coffee, no alcohol, no soda, no fast food. I had bread on Sunday and that's it. And today I'm not sure if I even checked things. Hopefully I had. Anytime, what the fuck? This is a mistake. No. I didn't have workout, sauna, or shower, but I definitely did all of this. So the any section is great. Night section, we ignore it. Morning section looks similar. That's it. That's the Benji review. Now we're going to move on to whatever the freakity fuck happened on Friday. We watched True Detective with my wife, the next season, the season 4. I'm not sure where that's going. I don't like the direction where it's going. I read a spoiler on Twitter. Fuck you, person, for spoiling True Detective. But I had a feeling that it's going in that direction. I'm like, oh, fuck. Season 1 is the best. Whatever. Then my wife went to sleep. I watched the finale of Loki. I'm so glad that I watched this. I don't know if I've rubbed it in your face enough that I have a 157-inch screen with a proper Dolby Atmos sound. Dude, even Disney Plus shows feel like you're at the cinema. And watching that last episode of Loki was like watching one of the best Marvel movies ever. It was better than the Marvel movies. So it was really, really great. My wife wasn't into finishing the show. So around episode 3, she was like, you did it by yourself. I don't want to watch this. So I watched that. And instead of going to sleep like a person, it was almost like 11, whatever p.m., I decided to find stand-up comedies. And Ken Wheeler on Twitter recommended me this guy, Shane Gillis. I never heard of this stand-up comedian in my life. Dude, I laughed my ass off. I don't remember the last time. Like the last time was Michelle Wolf. Just like laughing and crying out loud. He had a joke like so good that I had to pause from like crying laughing. Then I watched his YouTube special the other day. The next day, fucking legend. Love this guy. So I stayed late and I felt shitty the next day. Saturday is a complete blur. I have no idea what happened on Saturday, honestly. Probably a bunch of chores, a bunch of tasks. Like, I thought, while things are happening, I'm like, oh, there's so many things to talk about on the podcast. And I'm like, what the fuck did I want to say? Nothing. I have no idea. Then on Sunday, we were doing our technology fast. So it wasn't exactly it was a mix, let's say, technology and internet fast. We still haven't defined it, but it was fucking great. So I screwed up in the morning because I forgot we were doing it and the devices weren't prepared and shit. So I just checked Twitter in the morning and that was it. I remembered in the middle of checking Twitter, I'm like, oh, wait, we said no technology. So I turned off the iPad. I turned off the phone. We grabbed a bunch of remotes. We put them in one place. I grabbed my Lego. So I had like a half-finished Hedwig owl. Praneet gifted it to me for my birthday. And I finished half of it. So I had it displayed on a shelf for months, just half an owl without a fucking head. It looked creepy. Didn't look creepy then. We made a snowman this winter when it was snowy outside, which is from November. It's been snowing. We made a snowman, and the creepiest moment is like the snow started melting, but the snowman was just standing. That boy was just standing still there. And one morning, I just look out the window. It's so gray and depressing outside. The snow has melted, and just the head was off from the snowman, but there was still the scarf was around the missing head. Creepiest shit you can have in your yard. Probably, the neighbors' kids were just going past our house and their mother was just picking them up like, don't look at that, honey. You don't need to look at that. What are our neighbors doing? Anyway, that was creepy. So now I had this creepy owl without a head sitting there for months because when you have the internet, last thing you're going to think about is, let's play the piano. Let's grab the guitar. Let's do some Lego. None of that. So yesterday I grabbed the Lego. A lot of times I was taking care of my daughter. So I was her in one hand. She's trying to grab the pieces. She's just waving with her arms, trying to grab the pieces. So I was doing that. I finally finished Hedwig. And I started another piece. Finish that. It's so weird, you being without internet. Like I want this to happen every Sunday. I cheated only when we needed to look up some board game rules because we wanted to play a board game at night. We played Mr. Jack, and it's a really nice two-player board game. One of the players is Mr. Jack impersonating like you're like the murderer guy who needs to escape the city, and there's like a map of the city, and one person is the detective who should figure out Mr. Jack. So either Mr. Jack escapes or the detective catches Mr. Jack. So we played a couple of times, and I realized that in order to be stimulated enough, like when I start something, like I cannot do it in a normal dose. Like I've already finished one Lego that day. So while my wife was thinking about her moves in the board game, I opened I have a couple of mini Legos that they take like 15 minutes to build. So I was like, would you be fine while you think about your move, I do some Legos? And she's like, fine, I don't care. So while she was doing that, I was doing Legos, and I'm like, why am I this person who cannot just breathe for a fucking second and focus on an activity, even when it's mindful? I have to do two things at once. So I guess doing that, I took out the iPad, and there's this freaking, I'm still using my wife's cover because I cannot find anything in this freaking house. There's this app called Lego Builder, which lets you scan the box of Legos, and then it opens the instructions on the tablet. And honestly, I would do the technology fast, but I would still have a couple of apps like this one open here. Because you put this puppy like this, like you just mount the iPad, and I don't know if I can actually find, like just to show you how the fuck the thingy looked. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You scan it with the code, and then it gives you like 3D instructions, meaning for every page that you would get printed in the paper book, here you can grab it and rotate it around, which is very useful because these Legos seem, easy. They seem like they're for kids. The amount of times that I've fucked up, the amount of times that you fuck up, because on the paper, you're not sure what is what, and you need to rotate a little bit, and on the iPad, like you can rotate it from all sides. Anyway, long story short, it's easier to build Legos with the fucking iPad. So I wasn't sure about, are we doing a technology fast, meaning no devices at all? Or are we doing just an internet fast? Like while I was outside walking, I needed Google Maps, so I pulled out Google Maps on my phone, but I was kind of restricted enough that I wasn't tempted to open anything else. I didn't check any of my other apps. So I'm not sure if we're going to go like full no devices, like we take all of the devices and we put them somewhere. Not sure if we're going to do that. But it was great because we played board games, we did Legos, we had conversations. Like absolute lunatics, we just talked. Dude, because I had the thought, usually my wife is like breastfeeding in the living room and we're playing something on the TV. Like that's been the norm for the past couple of months. So this day I'm like, hey, while you're going to breast, what are we going to do? We would have to talk to each other. Holy shit. We had conversations, and I even opened a Sudoku book, and I was doing a Sudoku. Like that thing doesn't happen on a regular day. So I'm going to continue this no internet, no technology Sunday. And eventually I want to make it a tradition for my daughter too, especially when she grows up. Like she will have to grow up with devices and with VR thingies and all of that. But I want on Sunday, all of us just to be family and, be people who are present. So then, then my niece came with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I love my niece so much. Did she turn 6 months? No, she's going to turn 6 months on the 20th. And it's insane how, like, does your life go at 2x speed? I don't know where the year is going, dude. Ask me where the fuck 6 months went since my niece was born. It's absolutely insane. My daughter turned 5 months today. Like, they're growing up so fast. My niece is going to start having solid foods. My daughter's going to have solid foods in a month. It's absolutely insane. I love my niece because she's like a sponge of love. Like you can mold her. You can take that baby and you can just put it on your cheek and you can cuddle her and press her. And whatever shape you put her in, she will just press to your face and you hold her here and you're just chilling and she's so sweet and she can do that for hours. Now, my daughter is like a box of razors. You take her and she's just putting so much, like she's trying to, get, she wants to do the Legos and do the podcast and do all sorts of things, but there's no way you're going to cuddle with this baby. She just move your face and move your arms like that. Like she's like holding a razor. Turn her from the other side is like holding a box of nails. Like there's no cuddling with this creature. But put her face to face, having a conversation, she smiles. She's like, oh, cool. Now we're talking. Can I do the Legos? I'm bored. Like you can see in this little shitster face that she's already bored. Like sometimes she sleeps with judgment. Like her eyes are like this at night. She's like, I'm bored. I want this to be over. I want to wake up and code something. Like while we were driving to Warsaw, my wife, like we were 15 minutes out of the city. And she's like, holy shit, this kid is going to be like you. And I'm like, why? Just look at her. She's looking at her toy. She has her toy in her hand and looks at her, not with smiles, like, oh, this is interesting. I can do this for hours. She's looking at her like, she has a face. She's like, oh, I want to be more entertained. This is not entertaining enough. And that's your boy. That's why I have problems. I hope she has like my brain for some things, but also doesn't have my obsessive brain when it comes to like, I need to be super stimulated and do 50 activities at once. Anyway, at the end of the day, I worked out for some reason. That was Sunday. So what happened today? Woke up, made a cup of decaf. That's my new morning routine. I go to the toilet, brush my teeth, I fill this puppy with water, I make coffee, and I sit down and I record the course. And God, is it way nicer than doing a workout and a sauna and a cold shower and a meditation and a affirmation and doing a diary and a stretch and breathing slow and inhaling perfume and whatever the fuck. Wake up, coffee, water, start work. There's something, like, I want to make a shirt of this, like just a shirt that has like the toilet emoji, bottle of water, like a coffee emoji, and a laptop emoji as a reminder. When you're busy at work, when you have too many things to do at work, don't follow what Andrew Huberman says. Yes, it's nicer if you, so said his name in Russian, Andrew Huberman. Don't follow what Huberman says. Like, do whatever you need, whatever is required to move the needle forward. Like, doing all of this shit, if you go out in the sunlight, yes, like, it has benefits, but it's not going to record the course if you go out in the sunlight. So I felt way happier. I recorded the entire day, postponed the meeting with MJ. It was almost like 2:45 p.m. and I'm like, there's no point having this meeting. So I was recording literally the entire day. And it felt nice because I'm 5 modules away from finishing the main content of the course. So the course has like main content and it has like this super bonus extra advanced content. Like the advanced content is like integrations with AI, integrations with platforms like Glink and Sentry and a bunch of other shit. But this is totally not required. I think I'm also going to get it out the way and record everything this week, but I'm glad that the main content is getting finished tomorrow. Dude, I cannot believe that next week I would have to see this course again. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with my time. I'll have so much time for coding. Hopefully, I'm going to start streaming again. Twitch.tv/the Kitze. Follow, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, worked all day. Had lunch, took care of my daughter, took her out for a walk. She was sleeping. It was rainy outside. I wanted to have a walk. I just merged the two activities together. I put her in the kangaroo pouch, whatever the thing you call that, like the carrier. We're doing a bunch of chores. She was super entertained. Like, put her just to chill. She's like, I'm not entertained. Put her with me. I was cutting cable. I was cutting zip ties here in the room, and she's looking like, oh, that's interesting. I might like to have this hobby and profession one day. Dude, aren't babies so funny that they don't have a smooth movement with their heads? Like, when you call her, she doesn't go like smoothly to you. She needs 3 seconds. Like, she does like these movements until she robot focused on dada. Baby, bored, no activities inside, and you pick her up, put her in the thing, take her with me doing chores. She fucking loves it. So I'm going to do that. Baby, if you're watching this, that's what you were doing when you were 5 months old. You were just sitting here, and now you don't even call me. Maybe you'll watch this one day. I don't know. I love you anyway if you watch this. Yeah, what else? So yeah, I gave her to my wife when I was done with my shift, let's call it. So my wife takes her to sleep, and I move on with chores. Dude, I can't anymore. I swear to God, I don't know what it's going to be like when my daughter grows up and she adds to the mess. Like right now, she doesn't make any mess. She doesn't have Amazon packages. She doesn't like have a messy room or doesn't make mess with toys or whatever. I don't know what it's going to be like because this house is never-ending list of chores. Not just this house. There's so many things to be done. Like I recently finished like 9:40 p.m. I finished with all the things. Cleaning up boxes in the garage, throwing out trash, moving out trash cans, doing this, doing that. Like there's, and as soon as you think I'm going to clean up this list, it just never fucking ends, dude. Cherry on top. There's like 2 cherries on top that happen. I was separating the trash and there's like this jar of pickles, like upside down, and it started leaking enough. And of course it was put in a paper bag and I had a feeling and I just look at it and in front of me, like the garage is already a mess next to the car, dude, just falls. And now on top of everything in my life, I have a garage full of fucking pickles and glass. Now, where do you start? I wanted to just lie on the floor, but with my back, and just roll in the fucking pickle juice and be like, this is my life. Pickle Rick, right? Kill me. Kill me that I have to deal with this shit. I couldn't find the freaking thing. We're picking it up. Then I was jogging the garage, like I cleaned the garage with a fucking, what is it called? A mop. Picking up the glass, segregating, like, I hate recycling so much. I am recycling. Yes, we're doing our shit for the planet. And then you go to see Kylie Jenner, like one of those jet trackers account on Twitter. It's like, Taylor Swift is back on her jet. She forgot her purse. So, you know, she will land on a place. She'll be like, oh, I kind of forgot my lipstick. And we like go back there and they're like, oh, you're a billionaire. You can buy the store with the lipsticks. Yeah, but that's like my favorite lipstick. And we go back and they go back. And now I'm here segregating and separating fucking pickles from glass. Like I'm going to make a difference in the world. Like I'm so fucking tired. We bought 2 giant trash cans. They're sitting and making my yard ugly. just because I think that I'm going to help the world in a way. Well, all of these billionaires, did you see they set the ocean on fire? Just Google, set ocean on fire. I see this picture, I see the ocean is burning. I'm like, we were taught physics. There's no, I get it, oil, water, whatever, but dude, they set the ocean on fire. These corporations and whatever. I'm not going to fix it if I separate my fucking pickles from glass, dude. Every time, like, I want you to think about this. From now on, if you haven't thought about this, I want you to think every time you go to separate your trash, there's a billionaire going back with a freaking plane a few times because she's like, no, but I always like to pick up my cat. I kind of forgot her. I want you to think about that and hate when you recycle. Instead of fucking have a sticker on your car. We recycle. We use like metal straws. Who gives a shit? God. I'm going to continue recycling. But I hate it with every ounce of energy that I have. I go with that attitude towards it. I'm not like, oh, this is paper. I'm like, oh, motherfucking paper. Mush it in the fucking bin. It was raining on top of everything, dude. They come back soaked, smelling of pickles. Like, I'm wet from the rain and everything. Just done with the garage. And I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. I just need to change the water filter on my dog's fountain and a couple more tasks and I'm done for the day. And then I walk in the kitchen and my dog just peed on the carpet. Just a giant stain. I took him out 5 times today. Like, I go upstairs, I see him bored, I open the door, and a lot of times he doesn't want to walk out because he's not insane. Or he sees the weather in Poland and he's like, hey, is this Spain? No. He turns back in Spanish. He's like, no puedo. No puedo. Well, how do you say sorry in Spanish? God damn it, brain. Sorry. Jesus, I know so much Spanish, but there's no way that my brain is going to think of it in the middle of this. Because as I mentioned, it's trolling me. When I need to think of a word in the middle of the podcast, my brain is like, no puedo, right? Just like my dog. Looks outside, doesn't want to pee, no puedo, and then he pees on my freaking carpet. Maldito. However you say that. Started yelling at him like he's going to understand shit. Then I always feel guilty. Like he's 8 years old. He's not going to learn now. But it felt shitty. You know, like I'm at the height of my emotions today, like just working all fucking day and doing chores all fucking day, and I haven't sat down to have a moment with myself except on a fucking toilet with the iPad, right? There's no moment, and then I see this and I'm like, oh, fuck it. And I just took the carpet, I threw it out because we've been cleaning this carpet so many times. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna clean it out. Now I'm gonna set up a camera. I ordered these cameras for outdoors. I'm gonna order also a couple more for indoors, one for observing the kitchen. And I'm gonna mark like pet safe areas, and if the dog walks on that area on the carpet in the kitchen, I'm gonna blast an alarm until I train him that he shouldn't go there. Like, the alarm is gonna trigger, we're gonna go there, we're gonna tell him no, don't go there and whatever, because he doesn't freaking get it. Like, I'll yell at him and I'll be like, what the fuck have you done, and yada yada yada, and he'll just look at me with puppy eyes, and I'm like, fuck you, I named my app after you, how can I be mad at you? Like, he's sitting on top of the stair, just one paw shaking. I'm like, how can I be mad at you when you're a fucking idiot? I took you outside 5 times. But he was like, no puedo. I have a Spanish dog, basically. He's taking a siesta all day. Anyway, so I was like, very fucking frustrated. I did more chores and I started recording this, and that was my freaking day today. And I just have a question. Will this ever end, dude? Like, I don't imagine this ever ending. When people are like, you're going to work less. What do you mean work less? I worked today from, let's say 8:45 a.m. Let's say 9. Let's say I started at 9 and I finished around 3:15, 3:30. That's not working a lot. That's not even a 9 to 5. So if I reduce it, I'm not going to finish my work. But also, if I don't reduce my work, there's no time to do the other shit, especially when my daughter's going to grow up and she'll be contributing to everything that needs to be done around the house. I'm not going to leave everything to my wife. She's already doing as much as she can every day, just taking care of these babies, an insane task for most of the day while I'm working. But I don't know how people do 2 kids, 3 kids. I don't know how people do, like, do we need to have like a person with us at home helping us all the time? I guess that's what people do. But I don't want to have that. Like, it's enough we have a cleaner. But dude, every fucking day. Like, it's like I finished lunch and instead of being like, oh, time to chill, I open my task list. It's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like the fucking entire alphabet every goddamn fucking day. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Wednesday is my new Saturday because at least it will be a work day and I won't feel guilty that it will be full of chores and errands. And I always have this illusion, soon I'm going to clear them and I'll have 0. The good thing is I delegated a bunch of things to MJ. So this weekend I sat down, I went through my personal to-do list. It was around 100 items. I cleaned up all of the freaking things. And I delegated a bunch of things to MJ. So now my list has 1 overplanned task, 1 task for tomorrow, 8 for the future, 8 in the overview, and 4 tasks that cannot be started yet. So this is not a big amount of tasks because I moved everything that I could delegate to MJ. I've wrote a nice description, what he needs to do about the thing. I feel a little bit easier and lighter, but also I think I'm chasing to-do 0. Like, I'm chasing like inbox 0, but I want to have nothing. I want to go an overview and have no to-dos. The problem is, in Benji, there's this feature where you can right-click a project or right-click a list, and you don't show it in the overview. So for example, my smart home list is not even in overview because I don't want it to mix with my other tasks. Or we're planning a bunch of things this year, and I'm like, okay, we're going to work on them. When we work on them, I don't want them mixing with my main list. And I just disable not to see them in my main list. If I see them in my main list will go back to 100. But also, I don't schedule time to move these projects forward. Like, if I don't schedule a time on the weekend, let's say, to work on a smart home, at least 1 hour, I'll never do these things. And the smart home, fuck the smart home, will be always annoying. Like, my wife just texted me, I hate these fucking lights. For some reason, I turn off the light and it doesn't, like, we had so many of this, and I get her. Like, smart homes are exhausting, dude. I wouldn't be able to live without a smart home, but also, it's a full-time job and I fucking hate it. Anyway, the point is, so many of these things are on a list or in a project, but it's not scheduled, and I'm not going to pick it up at any time because I don't know when. Like, the day is like this short. I have an hour and a half max for chores, and it's already filled with things you got to do day to day. When will I pick up a task like working on a smart home? Maybe on the weekend, but on the weekend you want to chill. Anyway, it's never ending. I'm just tired of talking about this. If you have any fucking advice how to structure the week as a parent, like, when do you not sleep? Like, what the fuck do you do? I'm helpless. Answer. I don't know. I guess that's it, dude. I don't have, I already mentioned books and stand-up comedians. I haven't been gaming anything. Music, nothing interested in to listen to except Connor Price. Absolute fucking fire for walking. Dude, the treadmill was increasing the speed by itself. I wasn't doing anything. The treadmill has some sound recognition. Connor Price starts rapping. It goes by itself. Freaking amazing. I don't have anything else to say. I guess that's it. Yeah, I wanted to answer some questions, but they're not for this one. I guess there weren't many. I don't fucking know, dude. Whatever. I'll record this every day for 100 days, see what happens. Hope it was interesting to you. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, get the course, which will be completed soon. The price for the course is going up. It's going to be $300. The day I finish the last video and I upload it, probably will be tomorrow. The course is going to double in the price, so it's going to be at least $300. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Do whatever. I'm not your mom. Get the course or don't get the course. Do whatever the frick you want. And who's the singer of Chandelier? See ya in the next one. Ya donuts.